everybody, here again at the WOW headquarters with your host, Julian Edmonds. And I'm so excited to introduce to you guys our upcoming guest. Not only that she founded excellent cigar place that is, I feel like it's standing out more than many other businesses out there. And I can't wait to hear her story. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary. Mary.
Hi, Julia.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence today. When you said yes, with no hesitation, like, the little girl in me, I was like, yes. And I was like looking at your Instagram. I want our audience to know more about you. That's why I didn't want to create a big intro, because I'm so interested by knowing just your story and how you were able to create women-led business in the West Village. So tell me, more than anything, tell me about yourself, a little bit about yourself first.
A little bit about myself, okay?
Yes.
Just a little.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure she's already so beautiful in camera over there. In person, she looks like a beauty queen.
Thank you. Thanks,
So
Julia.
tell me about yourself, aside from being beautiful.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say thank you that you invited me in your podcast, and I'm really happy for that. You remember, I guess, my text message when I saw this. Oh my God! I'm coming.
Somebody that
so
leveled
excited.
my excitement.
Yeah. Because also I'm an immigrant. Everyone knows that I'm from Georgia, so. And this is like really exciting for me because that's a really like a big change. Everything is like a really big change for me in the New York to start or to do something to change my life, to move forward. And I'm trying to use all the time everything. And I'm so thankful that you like gave me this chance to be here. So about myself, as I said, I'm from Georgia. Georgia is a really small country in Europe, among Europe and Asia. Everyone think that I'm Georgia, like the state of Georgia.
I was telling you earlier, every time I meet somebody from Georgia, I feel like I'm in the presence of royalty. Look at this.
We have our character, something like different. So and I came here as an international student. I enrolled as a master in law in New York. But actually, I will be honest and I will say that I always wanted to live in New York. That's it. And that was really.
The rest is like a side added thing.
That was like a way, one of the approachable way for me to come here to move in New York, and that's why I decided to continue studying here. Maybe one day I will gonna maybe continue again to studying, but right now I'm focused on my business and focused on myself because I'm so young. I want to use all my resources, power, energy, and everything, and create something mine. So, and right now I have my own place at West Village, and that's a really huge success for me.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit can you give us a slight introduction of the business that you've grown?
So the idea came from my childhood. I always wanted to have something because I love meeting to new people. I love to have a contact with the people, to introduce them to
networking.
So and I've been all the time in this field, in this customer service all the time, and I was in this interaction all the time, and I always had a fun with this, and I was always thinking about it. This is my point in my life, that I need to have a lot of networking with the people. This is what makes me happy, And so I was always trying to find something which will able
bring
to bring this everything. So that was a fantastic way. So but I did some savings.
Yes.
And I had a lot of credit cards too.
To kind of help that and assist that vision to come to life.
Exactly, because everyone who heard my story, they were okay, it's something silly, ridiculous, because you were just 25 years old. How? Maybe because of your mom or father or something like this.
But somebody must have helped you.
But the point is that my parents had no idea until I opened the bar. So they didn't know about this, and there was some reasons to why. Because I'm only one child in the family, and they take care a lot, and they're always worrying about me, and I didn't say anything because I always think that when you I think you should take a step, move, and after you can say about this everything, not before. It's not really necessary to talk about your missions and goals and everything before it's going to be like it's what became a fact. Because as soon as this became a fact, everyone can be able to see this and talk about this. So, and the point is that it was so hard. Yeah, I was living with my roommates, a lot of roommates. Like we were like 10 or I don't remember exactly, in a 3-bedroom apartment or something. So, and I was doing all the time like some savings, and plus I was working on the credit score, and the credit history, and I've got a lot of credit cards from the banks, and I decided to maybe why not? I can like do this and
invest in myself.
Jump into this. Yeah, it was so hard, but why not?
So what's the name of your?
Name of my bar is Mamali. But
can you give us an explanation why it's Mamali?
Mamali is a Georgian word, and it means rooster.
Rooster like the chicken?
Yeah, like a chicken.
Tell me why.
From the beginning, I was going to open the coffee and the wine bar.
Okay.
I wanted to start like early in the morning in the West Village and finish with the glass of wine or something
at night.
And but it's changed later when we start operating, but before the idea was like this. So, and I decided maybe like rooster were gonna be really like appropriate for this, because my childhood is related with this everything and with this vibes. And so when I was a child, I was going in my village to my grandparents, and every morning we were starting like with the rooster crowing, and the first thing what I see like wake up, it was like my grandparents, we were walking in the yards having some coffee and gossiping to each other, of what's going on in the neighborhood and something like this. And this is what I like really, and it was really best years in the time of my life, and I wanted to create something like this. And plus we in Georgia believe that the rooster is related to something new beginning, because rooster is like
symbolical.
Morning it's symbolical. So that's why I decided maybe why not. So it's something new beginning of my life, new chapter. So, and I decided the rooster. So
that's like
it's more related with my childhood and the like symbolic side,
it has more depth and meaning, because it takes you back from your cultural heritage, your childhood, and you're bringing it in to New York. Yes, at the front, it's a Village Cigars, correct? And then with a few bites. I'm actually going to visit you one of these days with my team. Just probably create content. I'm excited. But it's also, that's why I like sitting down and learning from people like you, because I'm learning that more than what you guys show in the storefront, there's more story behind it. Like you're creating, like it takes me back from my childhood, where I'm from, and there's so many people that's probably looking up to you, and it's gonna be learning from your story, just telling your story as an immigrant, coming here as an international student, but at the end of the day, you just really want to make it in New York, and here you are, years after. Boom, you are Marie of Mamali. Was there any moment in your life when you were like, I'm sure the journey was not easy?
Of course.
All right. What was one of the hardest things that you have to come face to face when you almost gave up?
You know what? We opened actually 8 months ago. But I'm in this process like almost 1 year, because there's like to finding the location, the place, the renovating the space, demolition, everything, and the licenses and everything. It took like around more than 1 year.
Yeah.
And even right now, even that we're doing really good right now, and I feel really like comfortable and satisfied, and I'm growing also all the time. Still, it's so hard every day, because every day the worst feeling and the worst emotion what I had before, and what was the hardest part of this everything, was that what if if it's not gonna work out?
What if it fails?
What if it fails?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest hurdles when it comes
but
to.
This feeling comes every day, because you have, when you're in the business, you have the numbers, right? So numbers is really important in the business. So you need the specific number every day to don't fail. To keep going.
Yes.
And that's the point. Every day, like I'm so worried about like during the day, what we're gonna be at the end of the day, And when I see the numbers, I'm okay. That's good. We did our like week like plan or the day plan, and that's the hardest part of the owning the business. I guess it doesn't matter how long time it's been that we opened or something, but because it's always so hardful. It's so hard, it's so
every
difficult.
day it's a new
because
challenge.
You're dealing with this every day. And plus the thing is that I'm there every day. You know, I'm working as a
very
employee.
hands-on.
Yeah, I'm working as an employee. I'm working for 16 hours in a day. And that's also the really hard too, because I've lost all the
Thank you for being here. Knowing that you're so busy.
Yeah, it's so hard because I can't leave this place alone. I can't, because when I have some like time for myself to stay at home or something, right, to don't burn.
You're still thinking
I'm
about
still thinking. I'm still there. I'm still checking the cameras.
Yes, what's happening? Oh my God.
Yeah,
you can't take a moment to relax.
That's a really difficult part, because I wanted to tell to everyone that it's so hard, and everyone needs to be ready that they were going to lose their own life. They were going to lose their own personal life.
To sacrifice, to gain something,
it's like
to
a
sacrifice.
Exactly. But you need to decide, and you need to prepare for this everything in advance, you know. But you need to be sure of what you're doing and what is your mission. It's for me, it seems like that maybe like, okay, 2 years, 1 year, but after 1 or 2 years later, I was gonna like proud of myself. I was gonna be really happy, and I was gonna be so like, I was gonna have more time, more like resources and power to create something even better, right? That's a point. That was my mission, so that's why I decided. But it's so hard, because I live here, my family lives back to Georgia, and there is like a time difference, 9 hours between us, and it's so hard to deal with this everything every day. You know, you need to talk to them, you need to be contact to them, you need to like take care about them too, you need to take care about your life here, about your business.
Yeah, the
and
balance,
so
how do you even balance that, Marie?
I don't know.
How do you balance being this and then having a life? Then of course you gotta have your personal life. How do you balance that?
Yeah, it's I really don't know. It's so hard. I mean, maybe I don't have a balance in everything, of course.
You take it
right
day
now,
by day.
Yeah, because I'm really focused right now on my bar. I would say that I don't have any personal life, like relationship or something. Like, just only me and my cat. That's it, and my business right now.
I love that.
And but it's kind of like I feel sometimes so lonely, because I don't have a time to spend the time with my friends here. I'm never able to go to the birthday parties or something, because I'm working all the time, and sometimes I ask even to my friends to please come to my bar, and
just so we can hang out. Do they do come?
Sometimes,
yeah,
not always, but it doesn't matter. I'm still working. I'm waitress, I'm bartender, I'm manager, I'm like everything. I'm doing everything. Like sometimes even fixing the pipes too when I don't have a chance. So.
I love that though.
Yeah, but I like this too. Yeah, I have ability for this.
And I see that you love what you're doing. You don't mind it. You treat it like I'm gonna give my best everything today.
Exactly.
If today demands that I'm everything, I'm playing every role, then so be it.
Yeah.
I will be the bartender today. I'll be the waitress today. And okay, you know what? I have
so many roles during the day, you know?
And I think that's one of the essential parts of being an entrepreneur, because I want people to understand that building a business, especially what you have done, like it is brand new, it's very new, there's a lot of potential, but for you to even get to day one of opening, it took you a long time. There's like a whole process and journey. There's a lot of things that you need to sacrifice, and there's a lot of balance. And that's what you're educating us.
It's never ends.
And every day you're just improving.
Yeah,
hoping.
You're thinking about the future. You're thinking about what we're gonna happen tomorrow, what we're gonna do for the next winter. Even for me, it was for my business. That was the first winter, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, how are we gonna be the January? Oh my God, now it's coming February, and I was like,
it
was in a
that.
shock. Yeah. And right now, it's everything is about experience, and that's a really amazing part. You know, I was worrying about the winter, but the winter was okay. It was not something like bad as I was thinking before.
At this time,
yeah. And
if you're saying it's good,
it was
good.
normal. Yeah, it was okay.
Yes, that means you did well.
So that if I'm still operating, that means that it was good.
Yes,
usually
I'm telling you, because we specialize on this here in Wow Brand.
Exactly.
We have thousands of clients just like you. So
and
pat yourself in the shoulder. You did well.
I'm thinking every day of how to to do some savings to be prepared for the winter. Now it's May, right, for example, but it's a spring, it's summer coming, and it's a really good season for this type of businesses, of course, but it's still coming a winter, and you need to be prepared this everything. You, like, when you are the entrepreneur, you're thinking about this everything like maybe months and months earlier before the facts were going to be like come. So yeah, that's a point that we are thinking about every day, about this part every day, because every time, every minute in a day. And yeah, that's a really difficult thing, because for me personally, I don't feel tiredness when I like work
with
physically.
what you do every day.
Yeah,
it's
a mental thing, you know, when you're thinking a lot, when you go to the apartment, to your
it's
home,
more of a mental battle.
Like, still you're in the bed and still thinking about what we're gonna be tomorrow and what we're gonna happen today. And plus, you are responsible on our team, you know, your team members. And yeah, they are also the students, and we are almost same age. I mean, sometimes even I forgot that I'm the boss. They sometimes call me like a boss lady.
That's humble of you.
Yeah,
that you forget that.
Really love
well, I'll
me.
remind you, you're the boss.
Yeah.
You're the leader. There's a difference between being a boss
not the boss.
and a leader. A leader is
just
there.
a leader.
You're a leader.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, because I'm doing the same thing and sometimes even more than they are doing, right? And because that's mine, and I take care a different way, right, about the business than they. But still, they are students also, and like I've been also students, so, and I know how hard it is to dealing. Living in New York, like dealing this everything all together, you know, living far away from your parents and from your family, and yeah, I have a responsibility on them. So it's really hard because I need to balance my emotions, my tone, my everything, you know.
I know, like I could just imagine you having like a really challenging day at work. Then you have to show up for the people that you love with the same enthusiasm and energy. Yeah. But sometimes people forget that as Marie of Mamali is also a person inside, and also a woman inside, like with real emotions and real life challenges.
Yes.
So I could understand how
what
could that be.
What I could say is that I think women really can do everything, because I think that the woman, the human who can create the new life.
Yes.
Yeah, to give a birth.
Exactly.
That means that they can create everything, you know, from nothing. And that's really, really sometimes huge motivation for me, because I'm really happy that I'm a woman, and behind of this struggling and difficult like life stands only one woman, you know, and like dealing with this everything like every day. It's so powerful thing, and I'm so happy being a woman.
You know what my next question was gonna be? I was gonna say, are you happy, and what keeps you happy?
Yeah, this energy, like inside me, my inner energy, you know. I don't know, every day I'm so tireful, but still, in the morning it starts again. Something gives me a power, you know, inside.
You feel empowered.
You're the woman, and I think you really definitely understand what I mean. You know, we have something different vibe and energy, actually, and this is what makes me keep going and keep growing and be happy still, beside of the fact that I'm missing everything, like friends, family, my homeland, my home. You miss it? Of course. But I knew what I was doing before. Yeah, when I made the decision, I already knew that it wasn't gonna be easy. It was gonna be hard, but that's okay. I love New York, because I feel and I think, and I always say that I'm so grateful of New York and grateful of the USA, because it gave me a lot of chance, a lot of possibilities, skills, experiences. I was gonna say that I have two home. One of them is my homeland, back to Georgia, and another one is here in New York. But this is a home which I created by myself, and that's the most important thing.
So it's safe to say that it's okay, guys, that it's okay to love and feel at home at New York, but also to feel homesick at the same time. Because I can relate to that, because that's what I'm going through right now. That's why when I was listening to you, so what I'm feeling right now is normal. I love that.
That's
and
normal,
thank
exactly.
you. Thank you. Because sometimes you do love New York.
Yeah.
You know, it
Sometimes
could be.
you're angry about the New York City. You know?
Oh my God. I'm like, oh.
No,
But
I
then-
hate the New York, but
and
another
then
day you
take-
love New York.
And then there are days you just fall in love with New York over and over again.
Yeah.
But there's something also inside of you that's like,
Yeah, it's a
I
part of
miss
you.
home.
Yeah.
But she's telling us that you could have two homes, and that's
Of course.
okay.
And that's really okay. Yeah. And even it's okay if you're crying sometimes, or if you're like missing something or someone. It's okay. This it's happening, of course. Because just imagine, I'm immigrant. I live in New York like more than 4 years, and I'm 27 years old. I'm dealing with the business. I'm dealing with the like missing of something, and it's okay because it's not easy to start new life.
It's
so
not.
far from your country, right? Where
is
you don't know
not.
anyone,
No
where you don't
support.
have any support or any friends or any family member, no one, just
Yeah.
you. And yeah, it's like, and sometimes it's hard because you need to think to your like native language, but you need to like translate this in your mind and just talk with the speak like in the
So that there's
English, and it's
nothing
really
lost
hard.
in translation. I get it. Like, because some of the words probably in your language
Yeah.
sounds right, but when you translate it, it could
That's
come up. So there's also a language and cultural
Yeah.
barrier that you need to like make sure everything's smoothly. And the responsibility lies on you because you are leading a company. So you're constantly need to show your best foot forward all the time.
So that's the point about to having a business and be an immigrant and be a woman and living in New York.
And
Everything all together is too much, I guess.
but
still
it works.
okay.
But
It works.
it's doable, and
Yeah.
it never stopped you
Yeah.
from like living your dreams today.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. What can you tell the other aspiring entrepreneurs, especially the women out there in the world, about your journey that they can learn from?
I will say that not only about the business, it's about the life, you know. I was gonna say that because maybe behind of this like camera there are sitting a lot of women, you know, and watching this, not because they have their own business or they thinking about to have something, you know, to open something.
They just
their
want to
business.
be
Just
inspired.
Maybe they are like in front of that really important decision of their life, you know, and still it works. It's the only one thing. If you don't try, you will never be able to understand what's gonna happen if you try this, right? So I will say that
Yes.
don't give up. Never listen to anyone around you. Never, because just experience people. You can. The only one is to like if you find out someone on your way to give you their experience, like their like advices or something. That's okay. You can listen to them. But the people who did not do anything like this.
Don't listen to
Don't
the
listen to
people
them.
that does not have the same experience. So
exactly.
why would you
Don't
go
listen
to
to them.
somebody who never run a business and
Yeah.
take their advice?
Yeah. So
I get
just
it.
listen to the people who handle with this, who
Yeah.
did this everything before, who who had some really troubles and some like fails and
Yeah.
some success. You know, this kind of people is gonna be always like a motive. Like really, for me, it's a big motivation to listen to the other people who create something from nothing. You know, and
Yeah.
that's a really important. And that's what I wanted to tell to everyone that, and never forget that. Women can do everything, especially women, and they need our
Yes.
support.
Yes,
They need our
woman
support.
empowerment right here.
We're like a spring, you know. Our energy is always like a spring. We can earn money, we can create ourselves, and we can create our life. So we don't need to depend on anything and anyone.
I love that. So tell me about the business that you built. What do you guys have there? Why should we even go there? Tell me more about it.
So we're like a coffee and a wine bar, but we do also do some cocktails too. But to be honest, people prefer wine and
Over
cocktail
coffee?
over coffee.
I feel like I can do with both.
I can do both. Yeah, that's a good point about
I
like
think
when
I
you
can-
have your own bar.
So I'll be a little earlier for the coffee, then
That's what I'm
comes
doing all the time.
evening, I'm gonna have a little sip of that.
Yeah. I start
I
with
could do
coffee
both.
and I like
And
famous
with
today.
wine.
Yeah, and with the wine.
So what are the things that we could?
We have also there some Georgian food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I've never had Georgian
You
food.
should
What's your
try it,
favorite?
definitely. Oh my God, I love all of the Georgian food. What we have.
Okay, I'm gonna take my friends.
But maybe dumplings, the Georgian traditional dumplings.
No
It's
way.
called khinkali, yeah. And khachapuri maybe. These two are the best selling in New York. And plus, by the way, in New York there are a lot of Georgian restaurants, by the way.
I didn't know that.
In my neighborhood especially, there are like around 6 or 7 Georgian restaurants.
And people don't know that?
No, they know it. They know it. And sometimes I don't have like a full menu. I have just only dumplings and the khachapuri because they are
Intimate
like,
menu, very
intimate
intimate,
menu.
yeah.
And the other part is just a bar snacks and that's it. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm more bar than restaurant or something. But
Yeah.
that's the point that I'm always trying to help to the other Georgian restaurants too. Because when people are coming and asking me that, well, we can't have really good Georgian food or something, I always send them to the in my neighborhood to the other.
So you're very
restaurants.
collaborative as well. You're not treating your Georgian community as a competition. In
No,
fact, you
I don't
are
think that I'm-
spreading awareness for your
And I wanted to
other
tell
other Georgian community, like other Georgian businesses.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I never, for example, when it's a slow day and there is no people and I don't want to know what to do and I'm just worrying a lot, I will never go out to check to the other restaurants if they have people.
You mind your own
Yeah,
business.
but I don't need it. I have my own
security.
yeah. I need
security
to
in
do
here.
something mine. I'll never be same, and they will never gonna be like me, and I will never gonna be them, right? So, and I realize the fact too that I'm just growing. I can't compare myself to the other businesses who are on the market like for years and years, right? It's like impossible. It's like struggling yourself. It means that. So, I don't do this, and I always like support them, and I love it because I wanted to spread the word about the Georgia, you know, in America, because we can be a really good friend as a nation
Cool,
in the country,
yes.
you know, and so we have really amazing cultural things, and why not? It's really amazing if there were gonna be more and more, and they were gonna spread the word about our country, because some people still think that I'm from like a state of Georgia, not the Georgia, because a lot of people doesn't know about the country, you know, and
there
that's
needs
really-
to be some level of awareness of how the Georgian people of the Georgia country, not the state, are so just really, like I said, they're very beautiful. I haven't met anybody who's not they're always just beautiful, but the culture, they're just so good. They're so nice. They're so sweet. They're so easy to deal with. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Or no?
No, I think the same.
So where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Oh, I hope I will gonna be so beautiful as you are.
You already are. Like I said earlier, like if people can
trust me,
see
it's so
you.
hard. It's so hard to keep this energy, you know. But so I think I will gonna be more peaceful. I was gonna have more time for myself. I was gonna have more time to spend with my family and the friends. And I was gonna be like, you know, after 10 years later, I think it's gonna be like time to have fun from your like the things which you did before, you know, to have like
More freedom.
consequences. So I think, and of course I'm going to grow about my business. I'm talking. I'm not going to stop because it needs to. I'm working and I'm thinking about to open another one, and I always think that it's better to start earlier from the first location, because they were gonna handle with this hard years together, and after 2-3 years later you're gonna have more profit from this together, you know. And I'm going to grow. I'm going to create something more strong. And I will gonna think maybe open some other locations too. And I'm looking some investors too, because I don't want to put money anymore in this. It's so hard.
Guys, if you want, contact Marie of Mamali.
Yes.
She has some good business proposals for you guys. Another thing, what do you think is your biggest strength?
I don't know, but I think as a Georgian, I will say, I think that's something special about me. The Georgian people has some special power. I swear, because I know I love
They have
history.
superpowers.
Yeah, I love so much history, and I know really well, especially my country's history, Georgia's history, and I know what this nation did before during the centuries. We're so old country, we're ancient country, we have really ancient buildings and the culture and language and everything, you know, and what this nation did before, how we're struggling and how we survived and we're surviving right now. It's only one reason, that we have some power inside, you know, some energy, what makes us keep going and still like doing something amazing for ourselves and the country. And so I think because that I'm a Georgian, I think because I'm proud of this, and I think because of my character, because of my heritage, because of my family, how they raised me, this everything is like my strength. It makes me more strong. I mean, it's giving me more power, and it's giving me more motivation. And plus, I've never been like rich. I've never.
You weren't born into money.
I was always working when I was like.
You worked hard for everything.
Yeah, I started my first job when I was 15 years old. Not because of my family, you know, had like a financial.
Of course.
Yeah, they had it because I'm only one child and everything was mine all the time.
Yeah.
Even now too, but I
just wanted to.
Yeah, they gave me this skills, you know, from the beginning, because I remember when my mother always trying to say no for everything, and when I asked after, you know, later. I asked her if why you was like saying no to me, why you was not buying something like when I wanted like toys or something, and she told me that you need to know what is meaning of word no and rejection, because in your life you're gonna have a lot of rejections and a lot of fails, and maybe not all the time will be able to give everything to yourself, but you need to find the ways how to provide yourself with like everything what you want. So, and this technique of like raising and growing, and the childhood gave me a really huge power and the strength, and my character is behind of this everything. So, and I'm really happy that I'm a Georgian. I'm born in that family where I'm born, and behind of me there is like this kind of amazing people, and they gave me a really amazing skills and habits and this everything, you know, what helped me like to create myself as it is
basically
right now.
How you grew up, how your parents honed you to become this. It's really like it started from home, from the teachings of your mothers, and that you strengthened your whole self by just learning from your mom, your parents, from your culture, and this boom, it became this wonderful, beautiful person. And like from what we were talking about earlier, aside from highlighting the business as a cafe and bar, but the Georgian roots. And to be honest with you, we need to know more about the Georgians.
You need to first visit to the Georgian.
We need to know more about you.
Visit to us actually in our bar, because we have amazing Georgian wines there.
Okay.
And plus, not too many people know about the fact that the wine homeland is Georgia, because we start making of wine 8,000 years ago, and that's a really lot, and we have really specific technique of making of wine. It's really amazing. It's really cultural part of for Georgians, because every time in the autumn, in the fall, we gathering, like all family members, we're gathering together in the village, and we are doing this everything all together. You know, we're making wine together, and it's like a whole process. It's so beautiful.
It's a community thing.
Yeah, it's a community. It's like it's relationships. It's like it's so beautiful, and that's a part of our culture. And we are so happy with this. And we're making the wine with the love and with like passion and with that. So that's the point, that we have amazing wines, really different tastes as the European wines, as the Italian, French. I personally love Italian, French wines. It's really good, but
the Georgian wine has.
You need to try definitely.
It set itself apart.
Because it's so old. We have ancient technique of making of wine. We started really a lot of years ago, and
wine lovers, you guys need to try at least once in your life Mamali, because they have Georgian wine.
Yeah, we have organic Georgian wine. Yeah.
Organic.
Made in a clay.
Made in a
clay.
So last thing, where can we find you? Social media, address, go.
Yeah.
Tell us where.
It's not hard to find me because I am in the center of West Village and I am in the really historical building of Village Cigar. Yeah, right now it's like my bar and I own the Village Cigar and everyone is like, how you got this?
They know
How
you.
you did it. But
yeah.
No, really, it was really hard. It was really huge. I even didn't believe when my broker called me and told me that, okay, there is one space, but I don't think if that will work out because you were just 25 years old. There is nothing behind you. And I remember when I asked my broker that, okay, you should to take your, guarantor, you should to be my guarantor. I don't care. You should to be. I'm not gonna take anything from you. Just the guarantor. To be a guarantor for me to take this space. After I create a really amazing power presentation. Yeah. I tried to find a really old picture of this building and find a really specific history about this place, and I create an amazing presentation. Yeah. And I by myself, I'm a singer and I play on the piano too, and I create a really amazing music and I put a background, like a soundtrack of this presentation. And I think my landlord, we're so excited with this because he said to me that I think this girl we're gonna take care about this place from the heart, her own heart. Yeah. So, and that's because my landlord also wanted someone who will gonna be in love with this place, who will gonna take care about this place. Yeah. Because this place is really a part of the history of West Village in New York. There are coming a group of tourists. In front of us there is a small Hess triangle. Okay. Which is a really amazing symbol of the New Yorkers and the true spirit of the Americans, and that's a really amazing part of our neighborhood, and I'm really proud of that I have this space, and the people are coming every day there, and they are so thankful, and they're telling to me that we are so grateful that you kept the sign outside, that you kept the color of the building, that you made this beautiful job here, and you survived this place because it was so damaged, it was so old. Yeah. And I was not expecting this too much, to be honest, when we start demolition there, because it's not always as it is feels or seems, right? Behind of this everything is something really other part, right? So, and when we start making some demolitions and the constructions, it was so hard. I was crying every day. It was really hard time in my life because it was I was not expecting to be much, but at the end, everything is okay right now. And we are right now on the Christopher Street. Okay. And it's...
Tell us where we can find you on social media.
Mamali NYC.
NYC. Yeah. All right.
First of all, I really wanted to invite you, you and your crew.
I'll definitely be there.
Really amazing. And the boss lady too.
I'll definitely be there. I'll definitely be there.
I really wanted. I would be so happy if you were gonna visit to me because I really wanted to give you to try the Georgian dumplings, as you say that you love dumplings.
Yes.
And plus the Georgian wine. They're so amazing.
Yeah. So if you're a wine lover and love dumplings, Mamali is definitely a place for you to try out. Don't miss this when you are in New York. Once again, Marie, thank you for gracing us with your presence, and I'm so happy that you shared to us about your heritage, the culture of Georgian, and your wonderful business.
Thanks.